Yeah, Kyle, that thing on Twitter is blowing up. Apparently, like a huge amount of famous artists are drawing her.
The fucking Bowsette shit.
Yep, Bowsette.
Oh my god, dude.
More
It's great. Here,
Have you seen all the Bowsette crap yet, Ed?
yeah. So basically, there's a crown in Mario that turns whoever's wearing it into a version of Princess Peach.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Bowser is, but with Bowser puts it on, people have been drawing her. She's called Bowsette.
That's great.
Here, I'll post the safe for word.
It started with like one guy's comic, and it just went through the roof, and now it's everywhere. Like you cannot go to anywhere online and not find fan art of it.
Yeah, that's probably a more popular one.
How's that? That's fun.
And there are a bunch of there's a bunch of like, pictures of this Peach looking completely mortified as Mario runs after her.
Oh god.
Like she's in a wedding dress and she rejects both Bowser and Mario, and they both look really dejected. And Bowser like, wait, Mario, look.
He puts the crown on, yeah.
Crown on.
That's
They're walking together, and Peach is just like, what?
Is Alex still here?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you get my message on Roll20?
Kyle, draw fan art of her.
He just got back. He missed the whole thing.
Oh, Kyle, you should draw fan art of that girl. How's that?
Why?
Everybody's doing it. It's just fun.
Oh, yeah, there's actually a shit ton of adult entertainment material of that. And it's just been exploding over the last, like, day and a half, so I'm sitting here like, who the fuck is this character?
Well, I just went over this explanation, but basically there's a crown, turns whoever's wearing it into a Peach version, like a Princess Peach character, and that's essentially Bowser wearing the crown. Like,
In what game?
Mario. They're in the Mario games. It's a hat that can be worn on any character, and that's pretty much Bowser wearing the hat. Female version of Bowser version of Peach. And the internet is going ridiculous over it.
And here I was thinking it was canon Bowser and Peach knocked up, and that's
no.
their daughter.
No. So apparently, it's gotten so popular because so many famous people have been drawing her. Nintendo has noticed.
Are we all back?
And it's just the funniest thing.
I think we all are. If everybody's ready to jump back into it, we could totally get back in. Is Josh back?
Nope. Doesn't
I
sound
don't
like
think
it.
we got Josh, so we should wait for Josh.
Yeah. FYI, Alex, that was not whispered.
It's okay.
At least that bit.
I didn't
Oops.
give anything away.
Oh, well.
So good.
We're just waiting on Josh. Josh, are you back yet? No, you are not. It's funny. Whew. I'm glad you guys made it out of that okay. I'm sorry for the, I know Kyle, Deus Ex Machina artist, but like, I've got actual, like, that's not me, that's written.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was you making that up, but I was suspicious of that ever since we got into the encounter. And you were like, I think you guys will be fine. And the one thing that went through my mind was, well, what we got on the table ain't fine. So obviously one of these characters has some, hey, I'm about to die moves. So
Yeah, this is an artist's description, so I like when they do a good job writing down how characters react to things, because they don't do that often enough.
Nice.
Did you mean to whisper that, Alex?
Nope. Or Alex's whisper. Yeah, it was meant to be a whisper, but it doesn't give much away.
Ed,
what's
now
up?
that we're resting, can you give us the amount of experience that we just gained?
Yeah, when we get to the end of the night, I
yeah.
think Josh had something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing
Camp
the regular
time.
shifts. What? Yeah, we're in the camp zone. What is? So Valfine said you said you had something. So.
Yeah, something for the end of my watch if you want to go through.
Yep.
Did anybody have any like actual like, hey, we're breaking camp stuff that they wanted to say? Because
Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Roleplay, please.
please. And then you let me know when the shifts start.
I was asking everybody else
Oh,
because I pretty much have said most of the things that I was planning on.
everyone's probably pretty tired. We might just start the shifts, and there could be
Yeah.
roleplay on the shifts.
Just exhausted. Like, I mean, Valfine probably wouldn't look very talkable at the moment anyway.
Yeah. Who's on war
First-
shift?
First shift is Warren Brolin. Any back and forth between you two for the 2 hours you're awake, protecting the
Who?
party?
Warren
Who?
Brolin.
Warren Brolin.
More, yeah.
The tiny hut is
Oh.
up, right?
Yeah, tiny hut is up.
Yes.
Imagine. I don't know.
If not, that's fine.
I think it's been discussed enough between War and Brolin. I think, well, I guess all Brolin. I mean, I just hope you're doing all right, War. Yeah. Out of all of us, you seem the most stable. Be worried if we lost that. I don't know what would happen. I'm trying. I'm getting better. I'm trying not to go as off the handle as much, but yeah. Think whatever you're doing, you might have to rein in a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know if it happens mostly when I feel like I'm in a really bad situation. Both times we're in ambush, so
Huh.
if we get ambushed again, be on the lookout for it.
Well, don't take this the wrong way, but maybe you might have to talk to another turtle about this.
I have spent most of my life searching for other turtles. I'd love to ask one.
Do I know where any turtles are, having lived in Port Nyanzara?
Yep, you know of one automatically. There's Tortle in Fort Belaguin, but he only shows up once in a while, and he's a guide. You would know that, I think, as information. He's more of a. You're not sure if he's real. You think some people just make
Well,
it.
wouldn't my brother know him?
He probably has never met him either.
I can actually tell you where one is.
Really?
I think War.
I think
War
we
does
heard
have-
about it. Yeah.
Yeah, War had this information. You can relay it.
Fort Belaquin. There's a guy over there who's a turtle.
Yeah. The Oracle told us that, I believe. I would like to meet him.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if they'll have the same issue I have. I've heard it's from my mother's side. He kind of smiles at that.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting.
Nice. You guys keep the camp well protected. Your shift goes unhindered. Asteria and Alexandria, any back and forth? I am in my head immediately imagining, like, because I don't know if you had a chance yet to be like, "Ooh, what's in your spellbook? Show me what's in your spellbook." up to you guys.
Well, she has already shared the Red Wizards. That's really all she's got. Well, besides, I guess, her own stuff. Do you have any cool spells to share?
Alex, are you with us? Did we lose you, buddy? think we did. All right. Yeah, I don't think Alex is with us right now, unfortunately.
Oh, sorry. I'm
you're
back
good.
now.
Okay, cool. Alexander asked you a question.
It's all right.
You're good.
Yeah, I was just asking if you had any cool spells to share.
I do not. I didn't get any rituals to share with you, unfortunately. My spells.
Any? Go ahead.
Unfortunately, the rest of my spells are all just locked in my head.
Ah, that's fair.
War locked in his head.
I can learn comprehend languages.
Oh. God.
Do you have comprehend languages written down? Or is it cantrip?
Yeah, that's all it's actually written down.
That's a good spell. I was wondering if you have the ink to spend. Especially in Chult. All the were tigers spoke Chult except for Brogan.
Yeah, it would have been nice if I could have talked to some of them, but didn't really have 10 minutes to set up a ritual.
Yeah, me either.
Excellent. Your guys' shift goes unhindered. We move into Dragonbait by himself. His will also go unhindered. You do not get the horrible smell of brimstone. That shit's gone bad.
Locked into the freaking
Into the area. Yeah, you're pretty safe. You're just like keeping the lookout. You guys got a solid lookout. What's Artisan Valfine? What's that like? Last shift.
Velfine's gonna tap him on the shoulder.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Would you be okay if I looked at your dagger?
Bookmark? Yeah, fine. And he takes it out and hands it to you.
As I hold it in my hands, can I roll an Arcana check?
Yeah. Is this just to discern? What are you trying to discern? What are you trying to know from your own personal knowledge?
Does the aura feel familiar?
Does the aura feel familiar? Yeah. This would be your own personal intelligence. Make a history. Or Arcana, sorry. Arcana.
Okay.
No, the dagger does not feel familiar, but the minute his hand touches yours and the ring brushes up against your finger, the feeling is undeniably the same. The ring definitely exudes a familiar feeling.
God. Before she hands it back, she's going to ask.
Pretty nice, huh? It's a good dagger.
Yeah, dagger's great. Where did you get that ring?
Oh, it was. Listen, you don't want to know that much about it. Like, I'm telling you, it's just gonna hurt you.
Actually, I think I do.
Make a persuasion check. With
Fuck,
advantage.
Charisma, fuck. Okay.
Oh, you make it with advantage. Looks and he's like, man, you really want to know, don't you? It's looking for dangerous information. Fine. I found this ring in Mesra about 300 years ago. I wrested it from its sleeping place, really. But once I found it, everything started getting worse and worse for me, it would seem. Everybody wanted it. But I knew it needed to be destroyed. And that's what I've been trying to do for a damn long time, and I think I finally found a way to do it, but I need I need and like he's wanted to share before, so I think he will a little bit here.
Okay.
And he gets a little bit emotional. He's like trying to calm down before he says name. I think that my wife, Alessandra, I think she'll know how to. I think she'll know how to get rid of it. It all started with me and her and Mesro, so I think she'll know how to end it.
She looks slightly concerned. Where's your wife now?
I've been looking for her for a long time. Ever since the spell plague took Mesro away. Disappeared, and that bastard Ross-in-C was sent to his doom. I thought that he succeeded in destroying Mesro, but after I spoke to the Oracle, I found out that he didn't. Mesro still exists, just not here. The Benray, they moved the city.
They moved it?
They're very powerful.
I
would know.
What do you mean moved? As in dimensional?
Yeah, the Benray are bestowed with the power of Uptao. They used it to move Mesro, and leave in its wake a destroyed Mesro, a disguise to make it seem as though it was destroyed. It's not there, but it's right in the same spot, just not in this plane. My wife is there, and I need to get to Mesro, but they won't come back unless Ross-in-C is dead. He's the one thing that threatens the city. Alessandra, my wife, she was a Benray. I knew Ross-in-C pretty well. He was a good guy. My wife treated him like a brother. He's a bastard. He lost his mind, and he ruined everything. This is the Ring of Winters. I think the reason Uptao built Mesro was to hide the Ring of Winter. A lot of other reasons, but I think he built it to hide it. But my dumb ass came to Mesro and found it. And everything went downhill from there.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I thought she was dead for literally like 100 years. And just recently, Oracle told me she's alive, so I'm the happiest I've ever been. I just gotta bury old ties. Put a dagger in Ross-in-C's head.
I know what it's like to lose a lover.
Yeah, is that right? Well, I shared a bunch of stories. Share something with me. How'd you lose your lover?
She scoffs slightly, knew this was coming. I suppose it's only fair. She kind of winces at the pain everywhere.
Hey, you're hurting. Inside and out. You gotta let it out. Take it from a guy who's lived 300 years.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Do you want this conversation to be private from the players since they are sleeping?
It's just us two, right?
It is.
Unless someone is awake to hear it, no one else would anyway. I don't think is anyone. We're off everyone else's shift, right?
Yeah, everyone is should probably be sleeping. If everybody is included in a shift, so everybody should be sleeping. Did anybody want to listen in on this conversation?
I wouldn't even know it was happening because
Right.
I am asleep.
So your secret could be shared with only artists. That's really interesting.
I'm asleep.
I'm totally for that. It's kind of cool thematically.
Yeah, actually, unless someone else is awake, it would just be with Artis.
So technically, you're the only one who knows Artis' story too. So we'll remember that as players. Very cool. So we get this shot of you talking to Artis, but we don't hear the words come out. Our camera kind of zooms back a little bit, and the night folds out. What's up?
You want 10,000? That
Oh
is
my
a
God.
huge
Oh,
dice.
I'll get out of here.
It's almost 9,000.
Our night fades into day. How are we feeling about midnight? Do we want to call it here? How do you guys feel?
I'm good for midnight.
If
Shit,
anybody needs to go, let me know.
I'm pushing.
Alex, how do you feel, my friend?
Yeah,
I should be fine.
Okay, cool. Everybody's cool. Kyle, you too?
Yeah, I'm good on the caveat that we move more than the cell that we moved last time we played.
We are moving right into out of RP and into, well, we're still at RP, but we've moved out
Fast
of the
move mode.
in the fast move mode. We are here. We are back in the map, and let me just figure out what the weather is today. I think you had figured that out before. I'm just gonna shut off the that music there.
And this
And-
time we encounter 8 were-tigers.
Oh fuck, that's rough.
5 was rough. 8, we'd be dead. I mean,
Let me get. So today is rainy. Today is a rainy day. So we've got some rain.
Can I tell what's going on tomorrow?
For tomorrow? Yeah. Cool. Got some rain going. And for tomorrow, you look into the bowl. And yeah, you see that tomorrow is going to be dry and sunny. It's going to be a pretty clear, crystal clear day tomorrow. So, what's up?
Can you tell us how much XP we got?
Oh,
yes,
I can.
please.
Yeah, I can. I got to do some math here because it's going to be kind of
Yeah,
weird.
because this is like the hunter guy and that encounter, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't
So-
get the previous XP
And
for
we- and we-
disarming that dude.
And we spared him. I wonder if we can get some bonus XP.
Yeah, when he
Um,
comes back and kills us.
I'm gonna give you the fight XP for him, which was pretty good because he was.
And
Um,
we did score, if anyone didn't realize by now, we scored a magical longbow.
you did.
It's basically a +1. It's amazing.
It has an extra. Well, you can tell whatever you want. I don't know.
It threw it in chat when you
Yeah, I mean,
shot with
whenever
it.
I
So.
whenever I use it, the whole description comes out. So there's not
Yeah.
really much I can. Yeah, nothing
Okay.
to hide there.
So for the single fight with Orthnab,
Shit.
let's see. Single fight with Orthnab was still 7. Artis was there. So we'll submit party level right now. I'll say is averaging 5 since you've definitely got Dragon Bait and Artis with you who are far above that. So they're being very
Yeah.
generous with that. Okay, everybody, all 7 of you get 314 XP just for him by himself.
Nice.
Wow.
314. Yeah, he was beefy. He had some PC classes in him, which is always fun to see in a creature. And for the big boy fight,
You're just
probably
gonna
good.
one second. Just 1 second.
You know, add 314 to your token.
114.
314.
Mix it up right.
14.
Yeah.
6, 4, 2, 8. I'm very close to
Yes,
leveling
you
up.
are. You're gonna get it. Don't worry. It's yeah, you're that close. You got it. So it's gonna be for the 5, and it's still 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. One of the were-tigers did look familiar, by the way. You did kill the one that originally got away,
Yep.
which I believe was Felbra. Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
straight we did, bitches.
Yep, party level 5, and 785
Whoa.
XP for killing all 5 of them. That's
755?
split between 7 too. So.
785. 785.
785. 785.
Okay. Make sure. 785.
So our total is 785 plus the 314. That's for the 2 encounters.
1,099.
Yep.
God.
Wait, you're 1,099?
No,
No, that's how much.
total,
That was the total XP.
for the day. Yeah.
So
Oh
much
my
ass.
goodness, the difficulty value was at 1570, and for a party of 5th level characters, deadly is 1100.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that was for sure more than a deadly encounter for us.
Yeah, for 7 players, the deadly was. Jesus,
Oh my god.
it's a huge difficulty.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna level up right now.
Beautiful, beautiful. Will you be able to do that while we move? Are you good?
Yes, yes.
Cool,
yes.
cool, cool. So let's go into our traveling routine
Wait.
and start burning some hexes. What's up?
How much is level 6?
Level 6.
Oh, no, we're not close. We're not close.
Yeah, it's 14,000.
Jesus.
I will
Halfway.
change Wars
Halfway.
token around later because right now it's going to show you as a full XP bar. I have to edit your. I gotta like dig into your token, change the
doesn't.
max.
For Berlin's it does, yeah.
For Brolin's is full. I have to. The rest of you have gone through and changed
Yeah,
the max of that bar. I'll change Brolin's at the end.
Oh,
So that he'll know how much he has until the next level. So it's raining. Everybody spend a salve if you haven't already. Food, I believe, was applied by Alexandria that day, right?
Yeah, she was able to do it that day.
Yeah, she's able to do that day. And we are on a brand new day. It is raining. Our marching order, I imagine we're still okay with the setup we had before. Just remember, I know it can be tedious to have to go back to this over and over again. This is how I will grab your tokens and throw them onto encounters. This is exactly where you will be, in accordance with one another. So if you want to move any of that, you let me know, or you do it right now. I'll give you a few seconds. It is next in the list will be assigning roles. So I'm going to go down. I think this is easier for me to say what I think your role is, and you just tell me if it's different. War, are you foraging?
Yeah.
Cool. Asteria, you map making?
Yep.
Alexandria, you foraging for food?
Yep.
Brolin, you helping navigate? You don't have to.
I'm looking for salves.
Looking for salves. Cool.
That's what I'm doing too.
Valfine,
FYI.
are you helping somebody bump their perception up?
I think who did I have before? It was Dragonbait.
Yeah, Dragonbait's helping you. That's his thing.
Successful. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll. Well,
Is
do
Valfine
I
on the
know what his passive is?
His?
Yeah.
Dragonbait's
Am I
is
allowed
13.
to know?
Yeah, 13, I believe. Both him
Oh,
and
man,
Artis are
like-
13.
If he wants to assist me instead, that would be lovely,
Yeah, he'll assist you.
actually.
What was War gonna say?
Would Valfine be on the horse?
Oh no, I think that was for last night.
Yeah, would you be on the horse today?
Um,
You don't have to be. It's up to you.
I don't know. Alexandria. Yes. No.
Alexandria, yes, no, what?
Will Alexandria let Valfine on her horse?
Dolphin on the horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Valfine, you can still help someone up here. Keep an eye out. So if you wanted to give someone that same benefit that Dragonbait is giving you, you don't have to be right next to them, but because you got a good sight up here, you could just be keeping an eye out, or you can decide to do something else, or just rest where you are. Up to you.
Yeah. I think she's gonna rest.
Cool. And you are resting up there. Beautiful. Dragonbait's probably at the side. I'll move him a little bit. He's probably right at the side of this thing, near you.
Okay.
And Brolin is foraging with War. Cool. Artis is in front. We'll leave Brolin in front. That's marching order. Cool. All right. Back over to our players map. I'll move myself as well. All right. What is our pace today, gentlemen?
Well, we can
We know there's one more giant were-tiger. The Pride Mother.
No, don't even bring that up.
Maybe she's this little were-tiger. Sometimes moms are way smaller.
But either way, we know that's still an issue.
I'm gonna defer to the party.
Well, we're within a day of where we want to go, so pace shouldn't really matter. If we go stealthy, we should still be able to make it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yep.
We can attempt stealth again.
The
Last couple
rolls-
times, it's
As long as the rolls are with you, yeah, you might be able to make that hex. You do get 2 d4s instead of 1 with artists leading the party, which is good odds that you'll get at least a 3 or 4. But that can happen where you won't move. That's the one biggest thing with stealth. But if you guys are playing to stealth, you are stealth. I will ask you for a stealth roll if one becomes apparent, so that we don't have to roll them right now. Because I think you should be able to get those over and over again when things come up.
Okay.
That would be like, I'm assuming you're just stealthing the whole time, and when the roll is relevant, we roll.
That's fair.
Very cool. All right, so we have our marching roll, sign, travel pace, roll navigation. I don't have to anymore. God, that feels great. Let me get those foraging rolls. I like to do them at the start of the day rather at the end, if that's good with you guys, unless you really want the end.
That's a nature check, right? Or survival?
Nope, survival. Right now it's raining. War, you are looking for salve. Did we decide that rain was what made it more difficult? I think, right? Or was it rain that brought it out? I think rain brings it out.
The salve?
So, the salve. Yeah, I think that's what we decided was the rain. When it rains, the like just a regular rain might make it a little more abundant. So I'll give you a DC 10 on that. What are you looking for, Berlin? Food? What do you?
Salve.
Salve as well. Yeah, DC 10. So
I rolled a 22.
Nice roll. I would say, since you're looking for one thing, because food and water is rolled twice for 2d6, just roll 1d6 for that. You're just searching for this one thing.
In that case, I was about to do the foraging roll. Do we just want to use the food one as how much salve?
Yeah, absolutely. The food one would be the salve.
I got a 5.
Oh my god! How? Oh, jeez. Yeah, well, you're looking around and it's just like, I think maybe you're a little just shooken from the other day. It's
He might be up in his own head.
In his own head, not catching the salves where they show up, where they kind of like, imagine it's just like a big component of it is this molasses that pours out of some of the trees.
He actually might be frustrated as well from trying to do something and failing at it the night before.
Absolutely.
I got a 5. What does that mean?
A 5 means you have 5 uses of salve. So if you have a salve on your thing, you can add 5. So you get 5 daily uses. That's pretty good. So your guys' morning goes quite well. The jungle yields no danger as the sun rises up above the Mist Cliff Mountains. As we pour into your afternoon, we see the party making their way across some rugged jungle landscape. Yet again, the jungle shows mercy upon you. No encounters this day. Your stealthy travel possibly allowing you to just go unnoticed. As we camp for the night, can I get the 2d4 rolls to see if you guys do advance a hex?
I got it.
It's going to be a huge bummer when you don't, and I know. I'm rooting for you, always.
Got it. There's a 3 in there.
You got it. So you guys are heading right towards their camp?
Mm-hmm.
We traveled 2 hexes today?
Just 1.
So,
Because we were stealth.
Yep, just 1.
It was 1 or 0.
Send this to the back because it's at the front for some reason. Here we go. All right, so yeah, you guys make it north. The travel this day, as you make it to the end of the afternoon, you do spot something. You see smoke in the north. And I think you're following that smoke trail. It's something that is definitely seen, and it looks like a fire that probably stopped burning a while ago. And you guys make it into this hex, and I can say that you are able to, with Artist's own survival abilities, track where there would be foot traffic around here, where there might be an Emerald Enclave encampment, and you guys find it. As it gets dark, it's not hard to notice some light coming from the camp. You think maybe a campfire, but as you approach, you see a large part of the jungle, a runway, has been scorched with flame, and you see the trees are burnt out, and you do see what looks to be what was probably at one point a small little tiny fortification that is burnt to a crisp at the top of a tree, this being more than likely the Emerald Enclave outpost, and it is completely fried. What do you guys want to do with this scene? You've come to it at night. The sun's still kind of on the edge. We're in our night phase right now, and there's still bits of fire, still kind of in different places on trees, still burning. This area has been
search for survivors immediately. Run and look and shout for survivors.
Yeah, what are the rest of you guys doing too? Anything?
Looking for tracks if they would have run somewhere.
Survival checks. We got perception check from Brolin.
I'm
Survival
going
check.
to investigate their camp for the opposite, because somebody should do that.
Investigating their camp for what opposite?
Everyone else is looking for them alive.
Oh,
So-
you're looking for them. It's still perception. Investigation's more about taking the clues you find with perception than piecing together what happened. So you would also be getting perception, I believe, to like spot things if you are looking around, like Brolin is.
Can I? So, are you, Alex? Are you're perceiving perception?
Yeah.
I'm atop the horse. Can I give you advantage?
Well, if someone's going to get advantage off of the other person, it should be me giving you advantage.
That could be the case. Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
you know what? Sounds good to me.
Dolphins roll. Alexandria, what are you doing?
I'm going to assist Brolin looking for people.
Ooh, Brolin rolls with advantage. Valfine rolls with advantage. War, you are doing your own check for tracks and stuff.
So perception with advantage.
And perception with advantage from Valfine as well.
Yes.
With mysterious help.
Advantage. So we're searching for the dead.
Yeah, the flames are definitely licking the even in the rain, like that smoke's coming out. There's still flames here and there. Oof, these perception checks are sweet. War, that the day just got to you, man.
Yeah.
Like maybe you're just doing it like angrily, like maybe that's what's getting in your way. Is just like,
Yep.
what happened? That kind of thing, like around.
Yeah.
Like we see a very pissed off War.
Yeah.
Because you don't discern anything. You're not in the right mind. Your head's too clouded.
Yeah.
The perception checks from you guys are legit. Looking for both alive and dead. You don't find any corpses. But what I think you will spot is more what War maybe was looking for. I probably should have asked for a perception check more instead, but the way he was saying it felt more survival. But I think with how higher guys' perception checks were together, you do notice, you get some clues, basically. You see a lot of different kind of footprints on the ground. You see some big clawed footprints, enough for some of you to lay in if you wanted to. Some big ones, and you see another set that could not be different. You're not sure. That might require another roll. Another set of also very big footprints. You see a few smaller sets, but they're very much overcovered with these two large. You also see probably what looks to be ditches dug out in certain places where massive claws have raked and dug into the ground. Some very large creatures were moving here recently. I think you can also spot a couple trees that look as though they've been pushed over. Definitely not from a storm. They just got smashed.
Oh God.
And artists and Dragonbait are just sort of looking around in the wreckage. I don't know. This was where your friends are supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Is Tinder really this far north?
Well, luckily they're not here.
In one last ditch effort, I shout, "Riddle pop!"
Real pop, real pop. It echoes. You remember the last time, Alexandria, you saw Tinder? She was flying down north of the Mistcliff Mountains when she landed on a perch and decided to hunt nearby you guys. That was a few days ago.
God. How old are the scorch marks? I mean, with that perception, can we determine how long ago this happened?
Yeah, some of the flames are definitely still burning within the 10-day for sure. Like the flames that are burning, I think at this point are probably still like in the tree. The trees are red, like it's burning inside of the trees still. There's probably no open flames so much as these red trees that you can see. They're just got covered in flame.
If they're like sappy trees, a flame like that could go for days, where like just the sap drips down and it gets hotter and it keeps doing it.
Yeah.
It keeps burning.
I've seen
that could
that.
easily be the case. That could easily be the case with these. So it's definitely, it has its own kind of beauty, but in the context of your situation, it's quite dark. What was your initial question?
I was asking how can we determine how long it's been since...
Yep. So like within the 10-day, make an intelligence check for me. Investigation to put together the clues if you're trying to piece together
Oh, okay, sure.
anything, or anybody else who's trying to piece together clues. Who's got them?
Do we want to combine or we want to roll separate? I guess
Roy
I would
probably offer
be you
up
and I,
that
right?
Bruto might have been something. He has a sneaking suspicion, but nothing confirmed, as like maybe an extra clue to give you a thing.
Yeah.
So assisting?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's see it.
Let's do it.
Give me that shit.
Come on, baby. Damn it. Holy shit.
10. All right. Yeah, you're kind of trying to piece it together. When you last saw Tinder, the timing versus how old these burns are, and this dug into the different, like, the damage and the tracks, and like they're filled with the water of the rain, it matches up enough that you could probably make a safe bet that Tinder was here, with no real doubt. Tinder fought something about as big as she is. There's no sign that either side won or lost per se, but it seems as though the fight didn't stay here, and it seems to have probably moved down this airway of burn, the strafe mark that just burned into the jungle, but you don't find any corpses in the immediate area, so there's no definitive winner in this contest.
Any dried blood? Anything?
The rain at this point would have probably made that a little difficult to get without really getting down in there. Just looking at the scars in the earth, it was a big battle.
Can I roll a survival check to see if I can find any tracks walking, like small tracks, walking away from the camp?
Yeah, you can make a survival check. Do it with disadvantage though, because if you're looking for tracks in the rain, it's probably rained a couple times since this happened too. So like a lot of stuff has happened. So I would say if you're looking directly for tracks, it would just be disadvantage. But give it to me. Oof. Yeah, they are. The tracks that you can see are here in this area. You're not able to discern exactly. They get very muddy. Like there's been at least a 10-day of weather here, maybe a little bit less, but still, it's very difficult to discern where anybody went or left from this area. It would seem the fight was localized and then stopped. Like the only tracks you can find are right here.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
Can I search the camp for anything to salvage?
Yeah, make a perception check for yourself.
Yeah, look for the boat.
21. Yeah, you don't. The camp is well burned, but I think you do spot probably, I would say, it's a whiles off, but you see there are some canoes. There's 2 canoes strapped to the top of a tree that has not been burned. You see
Joy.
that. Also, there are some paddles strapped to the tree as well. They are tied. And they're probably about 150 feet off of where this whole thing happened, so it's an unburned area.
Well, we got what y'all wanted. Let's just camp and take the canoes with us when we go.
Is that safe to do here with us?
Well, there's a decent chance that nothing else, no other wildlife are gonna want to come anywhere near this place.
It's pretty burned out.
Yeah, and besides, Kindle probably doesn't want to hunt in a place where she's already been hunting.
So do you guys try to start making camp? Do you pull these canoes down?
Yeah, if we can.
I'm gonna leave the heavy lifting to the turtle.
Yeah.
I see no reason to disturb them if we're just going to be resting. Might as well
So-
leave them secure where they are and get
Get
them
them
in the
down when
morning.
it's sunny and not rainy.
Ed, is there any is the treehouse still there? Just burnt?
It's
to a
like
crisp?
just imagine it completely blackened. Like pieces of it have fallen out. Like there's the I would say the go ahead.
I'm gonna turn into a badger and climb up and look at the inside.
Okay. You're just trying to like find more stuff to see if you could salvage anything.
Yeah, if anything's in there.
Tinder did a really good job burning everything.
Oh God.
It is super gone.
No
Yeah.
bodies or anything.
No bodies up here, not from what you can see. No, she made it very clear that this is her territory. Burn this thing away. Yeah, it's only barely recognizable as a fortification of any kind. But that's cool. We get you going up in the tree. I like that. So, you guys are making a camp here, in the open or more back into the jungle.
Probably back into the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Valoria already put the bubble in camp. So when y'all say back in the jungle, she just sighs with exasperation and hikes down to the tree line and then starts doing it again.
Recast the bubble, like God. It's like your Hermione in the end of Harry Potter, where you gotta constantly cast spells. Keep the camp safe. Oh, it's good. So we are cool with our previous shifts. Yes, War, Brolin, Asteria, Alexandria, Dragon Bait by himself, Artist Valfi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Any interaction between any of you during any of your shifts? Starting with Warren Brolin. And I definitely want to open the table to roleplay, but if you guys are looking for hexes, we can skip over this. Up to
Yeah,
you.
I'm looking for hexes right
I
now.
think I got nothing.
Okay, Asteria, Alexandria, looking for hexes as well.
Yeah.
Alexandria is too depressed to roleplay.
What?
Dragon Bait by himself, no smells. And our very last shift, fourth shift, Artist and Delphine, you are good to move into the next day, or do you want to get anything to talk about?
Do I have to give Bookmark back?
He already took it back. He didn't even let you keep it. Okay. He definitely did not let you keep it.
I
It's like,
suppose if I am not able to keep it, then yeah, we could just build it
Bookmark
up
is
from
very
yesterday.
precious to me. He's very precious to me. He holds it. It's a wedding gift, and he puts it back in his sheath.
Valfine is sorry she touched it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You gotta understand why I can't give it to you.
I Understood.
Cool. But you could try to steal Dragonbait's sword.
I love that artist just suggested that.
I don't care.
Coughs on whatever water skin she was just drinking.
I mean, it's not. It don't get off my nose. But honestly, he should be having it though, for the most part. Don't steal it off of him when I need him. Right.
I will remember that.
We move into our next day, which is sunny. It is super sunny. All right. So let's go over to just our regular nice camp or our regular jungle sounds. Nice. Go travel. There we go. Cool. That just picked up. It's a little low, but that's all right. I'll turn it up a little bit for my own ears. So, you guys awaken. Is today going to be a copy of yesterday, or do you guys want to change anything around?
Bro, I would pipe up and say that maybe we shouldn't hide anymore. I mean, considering that we beat the literal shit. How many are left?
Hundreds.
That's the complete opposite of what I said. As far as we knew from the dad of the pride, the mom's the only one left. We killed all of their kids.
Who cares? I have an appointment with some goblins.
I mean, we could do...
You could do fast pace if you want.
Does anyone want to share insect cell before we keep moving?
if anybody needs any, yeah, I've got like 40.
I have 3 left.
Yeah, make sure you guys
Yeah.
spend it. And if you
I'll-
don't
I'll
have
give you
any,
10.
Ask.
Sweet, I love you.
Nice. Nice. Exchange of insect cell.
You have 40. Jeez, that's amazing.
Well, because I've been gathering it.
Yeah.
And I got the stuff off of the dead guys.
Keeping the
Keep doing
bugs
that.
away from you. There are, I may not notice it enough, but that's because you're salving. There's so many bugs. Like, it would be almost impossible to sleep without the salve or the incense.
Right.
It is a needed commodity. So what will it be, my friends? Are we doing similar to yesterday? Are we changing anything around? Do we want to change travel pace? Do we want to change what we're like, what our travel actions are? You guys let me know. And if you're good, then you're good.
Fast pace, I say.
Yeah, fast pace sounds like good now.
Yeah, we should get the F out
Yeah.
of here.
Do we want to go like across this top row up to here and then down?
Up to where? Oh, like
Like-
across the mountain line?
Yeah.
Ridge?
The only reason I would say that, well, I guess I don't know.
We
'Cause
do
if-
want to skip Vorn and go to Yellark
Yellark, yep. I
and
mean-
then go back to Vorn.
Right.
We do.
Yeah,
To
'cause
kill the
Yellark-
goblin priestess who has the way to control
Oh,
Vorn.
the way to, okay,
Yep.
you got it. Yeah, all right, makes sense.
I'm just thinking like from Hex, like exploring wise. If we want to take off like a half a row, or if we want to do this weird zigzag.
Just want to remind everyone, how will the moon be full by the time we get there?
Oh yeah, that.
We've got a while now before then. We're good.
Got 30 days, just about.
Okay, let's head to the calendar. You guys have done 2 days since we started this, so let me just advance time by... No, not advance time, advance date. I'm not advancing hours, fuck that. To submit. Cool.
And we've got a lot of rope, I think.
What's rope gonna do?
Yeah, we're in the 28th of Flame Rule. It's late July.
Yeah, how are we?
I'm just thinking we're gonna have some serious problems if we don't get that
Yeah,
issue fixed.
Rita
or-
Pop was our
That was
our plan for that. If she was able to, we don't even know if she would have the way to cure it.
Doesn't matter. Focus on the road.
All right.
In general, most clerics of appropriate skill can cure it.
Everybody's doing the same stuff. I like that Kyle in Westmarsh does does the navigations or the stuff at the end of the day. I think we'll wait for the end of the day to do our foraging rolls. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you guys are cool with it.
If you're hunkering down, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just to see like you're coming to camp basically with what you got.
And it does also bring up the point of it makes it so if something catastrophic happens halfway through the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so you guys are traveling at a fast pace. We'll figure out if you get both hexes.
Are we carrying the canoes with us?
Yeah, are you guys taking canoes?
At least one.
Yeah.
Might as well
I'll
take
go and
both.
fit in both canoes
Yeah.
in one canoe.
Right, because we have 2 extra people now.
Who's gonna carry the second one?
The other way.
Tensor's floating disc is
Tensor's
going
floating
to carry
disc,
the
yeah.
other one.
You can just float
Nice.
right under it and just like follow. Yeah.
It
It's an upside down canoe.
Can it hold that much weight?
500 pounds. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's just a floating. There's just one floating. You could probably put both of them on there. Honestly,
We probably could, yeah.
You could just
lash
stack them on
to it.
and it'll just follow you at your travel pace.
So I totally get into one of the canoes and act like I'm paddling through the.
They would have to be upside down, so you would be on top. They'd have to be upside down in my head because it's the way they're like have to rest on top of each other. But you could be on there. There's the oars are there. Yeah, yeah, you are on top.
Give you stability for mapping.
That's great. That's great. All right. So, as you guys begin your travel, the morning does have an encounter. The high sun is hot on your head. It's clear out today. The mists are gone. The rains are gone. You can see clearly. You feel confident in Artis's directional path. But as you turn away, as you make a turn, probably past some high crags, still surrounded by the jungle, the earth is very shifted around. It's very difficult to climb around. A lot of rocks. As you make your way around, you see that there are 2 individuals that stand in your path, and they seem to stand there and just sort of wait for you. And I will say that the first thing you notice is that one of them is a huge, bigger than the others that you've seen, a huge were-tiger. You see, she's more of a shadow than anything. On her shoulder, well, I'll come to that. The first thing you notice about her is that you can only sort of, she's a were-tiger because her head is exposed. You see her huge skull, and there are these claw marks that go across one side of her face to expose bone that's been barely kind of grown over, and one eye that's completely gone. You see that she wears a cloak around her, hiding all other parts of her body. It goes all the way down like a drapery from her head down to the jungle floor, and I would say stitched into the cloak are what look to be 2 crescent moons that seem to be ready to collide on a path with one another, that kind of meet and circle, 2 crescents that kind of point towards her. And you can see a path kind of being written along, they're given movement as if they're about to collide together. She has on her shoulder a owl. Stark. It's pretty white with a bit of gray, just sort of starting to make its way on tips of its feathers. It sits on her shoulder, and then you see a regular sized were-tiger at her side, and she's just standing there, waiting for you. And she definitely make a stealth check though first. That's why I'm gonna make a stealth check. I want to see if you can surprise her. But she seems to be standing in the path very non-threateningly. So let's make a stealth check to see if you guys can avoid this. They are not
going
stealthy.
fast.
You're going fast. Oh, you're not. Oh, yeah. So she sees you. Sorry, it's not stealth. You guys see each other immediately. And yeah, the minute you cross, she sees you. You see her. And there's a small smile that comes through her wizened whiskers, and her cloak opens to a bow. What do you guys do?
I'm preparing a ritual.
A ritual?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? May I ask?
Tiny hut.
Definitely one minute.
No, comprehend language.
Comprehend language. Yeah. What does that look like? What's that magic look like? Let you tell me.
Imagine she's sitting on Luna, and she opens up her book, and she flips to the page that she needs, and she holds her hand over the runes, and they begin to glow, and she charges the magical energy and the effort she needs to cast it.
Excellent. What are the rest of you guys doing? She doesn't seem to take any worry to the spell. Like some might think could be violent, but I don't think that's how Alexander's coming off.
I say, hello, mother.
Whew. You say hello, mother. Make a persuasion check for me.
Asteria, aren't you bit? Aren't you,
Ooh. Good morning, child.
Oh, God.
Is she speaking in Common or Chalton?
She speaks in Chalton. You can translate it if you want, Alexandria.
I go,
Am I the only one who...
Alexandria or Asteria?
Alexandria, because you're casting the comprehend language spell, aren't you, Alexandria?
Yeah.
That does take a minute though. Takes like 10 minutes.
For the sake of not having to constantly have Alexandria do anything, that's cast. You all can interact.
so you must be the boss.
I don't translate for him.
I speak. Oh,
He
He
understands
speaks
it
Chalton.
already.
He
Asteria and I-
speak, Jolt. Get out of here. Rolling one, Asteria.
That's why
10.
I'm not translating for you. You know it.
Alexandria and Melfine are the only ones that don't at this point.
Yeah, Melfine does not speak Chelton, for sure.
So yeah, you say in Chelton you must be the big boss.
Yeah.
She smiles. Yes, I guess that is what you could call me. Pride Mother will do. Or just Mother, perhaps.
Why?
Oh, you say why?
Why? Why have you been doing this?
I will be. Let's change the music just a little bit. Not quite as happy. Let's do inquisitive music.
I also didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good. She'll say, I will admit, at first it was to kill you. You had slain 2 of my children. Well, 1 at first, and then more. I wanted revenge. I saw you as prey. But you have proved that you are not. Prove to me that you are much more. Come. By my honor, I will not harm you.
Can I roll an insight check if I don't understand her?
Please do. The person the one at her side is actually not in a hybrid form. Is a human form. And you see a Chalton man,
Does it
Older
look
like
like the-
young.
Okay. I was gonna say
She-
it didn't look like the dude we let go, but
Are we being deceived?
You 17 insight. You think that she wants to talk. You think that she'll hold to her word. That's just you though. It's up to other people what they want to think. I won't put thoughts in anyone else's mind.
Alexandria really wants to talk to her.
I forgot to.
Yeah, I
apply
think
my
I would
long
like to
rest.
talk to her too. That's why I opened with "Hello, Mother," so she wouldn't have to attack us.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father.
Well, Father is running the hell away.
Sticks and mosquitoes. They
Really
really
bother?
bother.
So you guys are engaging with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you step towards her, and she sits down on a nearby rock, and then looks over to, presumably her son, who immediately follows suit and sits down. Let us speak. So, you have continued to kill my children. Many of them are dead. I must admit, much of my pride is damaged, both the literal and figurative. But I underestimated you, and that is my mistake. So, I will not hold their deaths over your heads, on a single condition. You help me restore my honor. Does anyone say anything else to her?
I
How
go.
would we do that for you?
She says, simple. If I had known from the beginning that one among you was chosen, I would have not attacked in the first place.
Chosen. What do you mean chosen?
She smiles. Perhaps they do not share, or perhaps they do not know. I will not tell secrets that belong to others. You will restore my honor in one of two ways. One of you will fight me to the death. If you win, my pride will hunt you no longer. That, or one of you joins me to become a child of Saloon.
Join as in, polite, happy handshake, we go on our own way, or
No.
join as in summer vacation forever?
She looks at you with a glinting eye. You would become my daughter. And together, we will rid Chult of those who are undeserving. You all have proven that you are. So in any case, my pride will no longer hunt you, as long as you accept my terms.
Asteria will totally fight her.
Brolin could fight her.
It has to be honorable. I will make it a clean kill, but death will be the resolution, whether it be I or my challenger. At which point, once the blood has hit the floor and Saloon is made happy, then my pride will be restored in death or life. And you may move on to do as you will. I much prefer the latter, though. So many sons and daughters I have lost to you, it seemed only right that you return at least one to me. But I will accept either.
War would probably ask if one of us fights you, can at least one spell be cast to make it a fair fight?
She'll look at you. Long as I get the same. She looks over to Jarvo.
Okay, artist. You got this?
She looks over to Jarvo, who at this point you can notice has a staff on his back.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh, is there any other way?
Do you want to know as a player or as a character? I can tell you what your options are, if they aren't already clear.
Is there any other way?
Are you asking as Josh?
I am asking.
I mean,
I can't speak Shelton, but
No.
I mean,
so our options right now, as the way I see it, we accept in one of those two ways, right? We can attack both of them, but we would
that's
probably get hunted by the rest of the pride for the rest of our time here. And there would be two of them.
And one is big. One's as big as a horse. Kronga's huge.
In her were-tiger form?
In her hybrid form. So you imagine that the
Oh, sweet
that the
Jesus.
were-tiger
Yeah.
gets bigger. And who knows what kind of spells Jervo is going to cast on her, so.
Yeah.
Or spell. Your 17 insight would say that she would honor the fight. Long as the playing field was fair.
oh god, it depends on the first spell or the one spells they want to cast.
Well, the one spell would be so War could fight her.
That's
Yeah.
what War is asking about.
Yeah.
I could try to fight her in a completely honorable but less than fair way
It just
of
we don't
just
know.
flying out of her range and pummeling her to death.
We just don't know what. God, I mean, the one spell could be a not good spell.
Well,
we don't know
the
what
one
level
sp-
caster that is.
The only spell is if War fights her, because
Right.
all my
Magic
spells
weapon.
are my own.
I'm going to, no matter what we choose, that's where we're ending, but I'm going to let you guys choose, and we're going to leave it as a cliffhanger before whatever happens, because it's almost midnight.
Yeah.
But you guys can
Yeah.
choose.
Valoria dismounts,
Okay.
and she says, I will join your pride.
She smiles.
Huh?
What?
You will come with me willingly. Even though
But
you cannot
I-
bear the gift, you would take it willingly.
Because those gathered here are not deserving of your ire. And if I join your pride, I will see Cholt made worthy in my own way and on my own path.
Insight check?
Yeah, you want to throw one down?
I am insight checking you, Kyle.
What's the DC, Kyle? And what's
I'm like, what is being incited right now?
Yeah. What are you trying to
Are
discern?
you? What the fuck is your problem? That's what I'm inciting.
Are you becoming evil on us?
Are you being genuine? Or are you leaving?
Hmm,
doing?
it doesn't sound like she doesn't.
There's no plan to this.
I mean, in
that
the
you're
way
not
she's.
communicating?
No, she doesn't seem to have a secret motive. Her words do appear genuine, although the way she phrased it is that she isn't going to be she doesn't want to join their pride, but she will accept the gift as the. And you can tell by the way she's been treating this whole thing, she doesn't see it as a curse. It is a gift in her eye.
That's how Kronga sees it too.
She will accept the gift in exchange for the freedom of her pack being everybody here.
The deal that she put out, I want to make sure that that's what you're agreeing to. And it might change, you don't know, but the deal right here is that you become her daughter. and you become a part of her pride.
You have to go with the pride.
So, like, leave the party, go home forever, goodbye?
You would
What?
join.
No.
Kronga.
Oh, okay.
You would join
Oh, never
Kronga.
mind.
That's why I was like, Kyle,
Yeah.
do you know what you're agreeing to?
Yeah, oh yeah, I want to make sure you understood.
Well,
You're walking out
your
of
daughters get to fly the coop and go about their own lives too. They don't stay at home forever.
Not in a pride.
I would say
Well-
that what would happen, depending on a lot of roles from you, if you wanted to look at this far in the future, your character would be out of the periphery of the vision for a while and could come back when maybe later in the adventure as an ally kind of thing, or maybe an enemy, depending on how those checks go. Like, Kronga seems very interested in you, so
Well,
it's up to you.
she still says those things, but she is staunch in that she will not be gumming with Kronga. She will be remaining with her, and she'll say her pack.
She doesn't get mad at this at all. She says, I am not so lucky, but it is not my choice to make. So, if you will not become my daughter, then so be it. One of you still must, a son or daughter, or restore my honor in battle. I am ready for both. Either. So, mechanically, I'm asking you guys to either fight her, possibly lose an NPC, a PC member, or retire, potentially for a little while, an NPC member. This is the mechanic choices. Or just, you could kill him right now. It's up to you.
Well, I think it'd be bad to kill them. Like,
Oh, there's repercussions for sure, but it's completely up to you guys. The world is your decision. That's a part on the Dragon Age options at the bottom. You could choose that option.
so who can win a fair fight against a super were-tiger?
Fucking weretiger.
If you get one spell, yeah.
If you cast magic,
Magic
magic on me, on my claws, and I go hyena, I have 150 HP.
The way the fight will work mechanically too, I feel like it's fair to give this information to you guys so you can make a good decision. It is one-on-one. You guys can try if you want to use things to help your friend who's going solo, but you have to make a pretty high deception check. And if it's noticed, the honorable duel is done, and it's a fight. It's a fight. It goes bad. It goes south. But that one-on-one fight goes to the end. Unless you guys intervene.
Can War kind of like size her up to see like how powerful she is?
It's hard because she's got this cloak
Yeah.
hiding her.
I can't fight her. That would
Yeah.
be a bad idea.
War
Just-
will say, I will fight her if that's what we want to do. But I would require the magic weapon.
I think I could take her. I need the magic weapon too, for my claws.
I think it's
could take
important
her
to
by
ask.
myself.
Would the magic weapon transfer between the forms? If he got knocked out of hyena form,
You would be making my fists magic.
It would be.
Which
It's
then-
fine. I would allow it to be Harry's Athrax or magic.
As long as you're concentrating
Yep.
it, I guess.
Let me give you.
watch.
I couldn't cast my own spells.
You can cast your own spells. That's you.
You can,
Yeah.
you can do
Okay.
whatever you have the capability of doing.
So-
yourself. If you want someone to help you, Jarvo helps her too.
So I'm not.
You want it to be
I'm-
visible. You can
I'm not-
sneak magic weapon.
Yeah, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Giant hyena has 12 armor, 45 HP,
It's
It
magic.
does
It's tough. How much
2d
damage?
melee 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
It's good. It's pretty good. What's
But
the
with
hit?
45 health?
Yes.
You can do it twice.
I thought it was
What's the-
I thought it was 50 HP. So it's 45 HP. Right now Brolin has 47 HP or 57 HP.
That's more than me, but I also, with rage, pretty much take half.
It's true.
I could...
And
Uh,
War's form doesn't drop.
It comes back on a bonus action.
I'm just gonna say you're gonna be eating that directly, pretty much with a 12 AC to his. 19.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I can cast Bark Armor on myself before I transform, which would up my AC to 16 in Beast form.
Yeah.
She's gonna do that same tiger mechanic. She'll be pouncing and she'll be getting advantage on attacks. It's gonna be rough no matter who's there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course, we also have Asteria here saying that she could take her too, probably because you're gonna pop those wings and just fly around.
I'm gonna pop the wings and
the
fly
hyena
and just batter her from the sky.
Yeah.
Um.
Hyena has 16 strength.
Can we see what weapons she has on her from here?
Under the cloak.
I'm also kind of worried because we mechanically can deceptively do things, and I wonder if this mage, is also going to potentially deceptively do things.
They have a lot more on the line than we would as far as the whole honor thing, I think.
Also, you could have someone assist Valfine and have a 20-something passive perception.
To watch
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, it's a 23 with assistance.
I will say, because I like that you're using the mechanics for Asteria flying away, but I think that constitutes as dishonorable. If like the fight is not going to go, basically, like I don't think thematically the fight goes, you fly 100 feet ahead of her and just blast her with Eldritch Blast until she's dead, and she sits there and takes it and goes, I've been defeated by a flying creature. I don't think that's gonna happen. That might be seen as very bad in her eyes.
We're looking at samurai dueling in a grassy field, kind of
thing. The flying can totally happen if you want to break the honor thing and just beat her up. Like, you can use it to kill people, but I think it would be seen as just flying away. You could use flight as long as you aren't like, I stay ahead of you always and you never touch me.
I could just keep.
What's up?
I could keep low. So
Yeah,
she
you
has a
could keep
chance.
low. Basically, she would still get an opportunity to be able to fight you, and it wouldn't just be like one claw attack. Because I don't want it to be just this silly like. Basically, she would still get to be able to interact with you as much as you with her, kind of thing. Because it might.
I can outrun her with fly. That's the advantage.
You can outrun her, yeah. If you can actually outrun her and get around, possibly that could be something you could do.
Then I can just fight her like her husband would fight her.
Yeah, you could try that. But that's up to you guys. Who do you want? Who's it gonna be? I'm really.
The first question is: Are we dueling or not? That's the first question, I think.
Nobody wants to.
I ain't going with her.
All right, Dragon Bait. It's time to become a first son.
Dragon Bait gives off a smell that he would fight if you asked him to.
He's like, I can take her.
He totally could probably take her, but
shit. Yeah, he'd be
He's
better.
got multi attack and a magical +3 weapon.
I could. I mean, it gives me less HP, but I could turn into my raptor, which has 3 attacks a turn. It has 26 HP, but giving me magic weapon plus the bark skin that I give myself make me pretty tough.
I kind of want to see Brolin do it just because.
You want to see me die? I guess.
No.
Oh my god.
Just not. I love how you always see the worst in me. But just because I've heard so much about how tanky like the druid is, I just want to see it stress tested. But I like the loss of the character is what makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Roland, if you go prone, and you need to use a bonus action to transform. Does being prone prevent you from transforming?
No, I'd just be a prone monster.
Even if, like, the thing is on top of you?
I could eat if I were restrained. I could still turn into a creature.
I mean, bouncing between health bars is going to be pretty damn
Yeah.
powerful.
Druids are pretty tough for that
She's gonna be big enough you can't eat her.
Yep.
in any form.
Yeah.
It's mono-y mono. Like,
I mean, I even have the tiger, which is it only gives me one attack, but the Dinosaurus or whatever that Ed gave me at level 1 is pretty fucking powerful. It just has 26 HP. He's not a tanky. He's not tanky. Turning into the hyena would give me 20 extra HP, but only giving me 1 attack. The raptor has 3 attacks. That's pretty powerful.
Party-wise, we can't afford to lose Brolin.
I know we can't.
Because healing, you're the only one with healing.
Yeah,
Well, Asteria has some as well.
Next level, I get access to even more healing.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Without shit talking and not being, I think I might stand a decent chance. It would depend if I think if I used my raptor plus the magic weapon plus the armor boost, I would have 3 attacks to her 3 attacks, and I could turn into that twice. And then I have, as Brolin, I could heal myself with all my spells.
That takes an action where you get hit, though.
I am going to be mean. I'm going to give you guys a quick push. There's a timer.
Fuck.
Oh no, Ed!
All right, so it's between War and Brolin, right? That's what we're up against. Both of you guys want to really do it?
I don't want to.
We're the only ones who can at this point.
I think I could probably pull it off too. I've got a lot of heals and a lot of damage.
Yeah, I can just see the One Punch Man,
A lot of
like
health.
your face drawn like Saitama.
A bit of health actually. I have a ton of constitution.
Nice. Can I ask the
Fuck
lady?
it, I'll do it. I'm so dead.
Asteria,
And won't kill me because he's already killed too many of my characters.
Alexandria.
I could kill if you fly around and shoot my character for nothing all day. It'll be. It will not. I will guarantee you now. It will not be a fight where somebody just kites her around, because that's just for video games. It's cool, but for D&D,
Yeah.
it's literally like I might as well put on the chicken music.
Yeah.
Well, I can
You
also use
totally
mirror
do it in a
image
real
too.
fight, yeah.
I just gotta say, just imagine Alexandria spell book, throwing down her dagger, rolling up her sleeves, just like, let's go, mother.
And then she gets one shot, which she literally will.
If we're having some trouble choosing, we could assign some to some options, and you guys could secret me the option choices.
To get rid of that timer, can I ask her? Can you give us a minute? Can you just give us a minute?
Nope, the timer's up.
Give us a minute.
Hey, I don't have all day.
You don't have all day.
Your children are dead. You aren't feeding nobody. You stand right there. Wait.
Children are dead. You're not feeding anybody.
Ed
So-
doesn't have all day, but
So what? Do we want to take the choices we have, assign them to a D100, and roll it,
nope. Oh, you want to roll it? So option. Oh yeah, you can do that. If you want.
or we could vote? I mean, I'd feel bad
I
voting
like
for
to
someone
roll.
else's character.
I like the roll. It's random. It's
You guys
between
wanna
me.
That's
It's
the
between-
thing. Yeah, I mean,
between me, Jacob, and Asteria.
you guys are willing to do this.
I'm more worried about the Asteria fight because she's banking
I
on the
agree.
kiting, and we decided that would be dishonorable.
Oh no, I can do it
Oh,
non.
you could still. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. If banking on these 3, do we want to roll for it? Oh, Josh is so nervous.
Gosh.
I am super nervous, and I'm not even the one doing anything.
Okay, so here's what we'll do if we're gonna do the roll.
Can we bring
30
Alexandria into the roll too?
Yes, absolutely. So 33 is War. 66 is Brolin, 99 is Asteria, and 1 is Alexandria.
Yes.
2
Yeah.
minutes remaining, you guys. Ready? 1d100?
Fully agree.
I mean, that's just me throwing that
That's
out
good.
there.
That's
What was the
good.
numbers?
Sure, let's
What
just
were
do
the
it.
numbers? 33 war.
Alright, let's do it. 33 War, 66 Brolin, 99. 99 was.
We get 100.
Yeah,
Alexandria
100.
bites it.
Alexandria.
Yep, Alexandria dies.
If this is 100, I'll lose my mind.
If it's 100, I don't think war would let you. Honestly,
Guys,
It-
we just fought 5 were-tigers. I'm gonna
if-
cry if one of you
if
guys
it's-
dies.
If it's 100, Alexandria leaves.
oh,
It would be.
Oh.
It would be a. It would be a. There would definitely be a discussion to be had, but let's see. Let's see what it is. I don't think it's gonna be. It would be
Oh,
legendary.
who the fuck's rolling?
Yeah. I will.
Yeah,
AO will roll. World. Slash roll 100 with 1 minute remaining and 55.
Brolin.
That's
Brolin,
Brolin of 33. Yeah.
Brolin.
It is Brolin. Brolin, you.
Are you okay with that, Brolin?
I think you don't have a choice.
Yeah, I don't
One
have,
minute.
I'm gonna say I don't have a choice. I threw my hat in the ring and it was random.
Yeah, we randomly rolled. If we question it, then the roll was for nothing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Well,
Alright.
Brolin, you have access to whatever spells I have. I know we have our differences, but I
So
won't see you
these-
into this fight without it.
So this is your decision then. I will fight you. A Charlton. Good. You are able to transform as well, yes? I
Yeah.
believe I saw you take the form of a tiger. I would prefer that, but I would not request it.
All I ask is a 15-minute break.
Of course. Eat what you need together. Are we using magic?
Like one backup spell thing, like because
Yeah, you
you
guys-
Brolin could do it. Well, I guess he would still need
Rowan
it
can
for
put
the
his
magic.
own spells on
yeah.
just fine, but if somebody wants to
Yeah.
apply like Alexandria with the magic clause, which
The
is
magic weapon,
kind of hinges on, that would mean she gets a spell from Jervo.
Right.
Well, I'm glad I have Dispel Magic on.
Fuck.
I don't feel good about this.
Would she see that as dishonorable, though?
Yeah.
You stripping her of the
Yeah.
privilege that she was given for the fight?
Exactly. It's not. It would make it not an even fight. There's a lot of things. Like basically, if you could assume that something is, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take away your thing. You suck. Like I'm gonna fly around and kill you. I would say just like flying around and kiting her, it's physically possible. It's perfectly fine. You can do it in a not fair fight. She is requesting a fair and honorable fight. That's just completely different. If you're both using spells and you immediately go, you don't get spells now because I know Dispel Magic. Yeah, no. I think it would be dishonorable. Mostly because I think it makes it less interesting.
AO has spoken.
I have.
Mm.
I am totally cool with you both getting magic.
Well,
Like full magical assistant or magical buffing?
You can get a magical buff, but for every one that you get, every spell that's cast on you, whether if you get guidance and the thing, she'll get 2 spells too.
It's going to meet us on the other side equally.
Yep, equally.
Can you
Unless you
magic
try to
weapon
sneak
at a
it.
higher
You could-
level?
You could try to sneak spells if you want to try. You get 1 try to do that.
And then we'll all just kill her, and then we'll all be fighting were-tigers forever.
at 4th level, it's +2, and at 6th level, it's
Oh
+2.
shit!
Oh,
So if he's a higher level spellcaster than we are, she could be getting a +2 magic weapon.
Or something
Which-
else entirely, like
That's
sanctuary.
true. Yeah. Like,
Although,
it would not
well,
be
that would
unrealistic
not
for
matter.
him to be able to cast 4th or 5th level spells if they're a challenging encounter if we decide to fuck them up.
Yeah. You can assume she's not going to do anything of the similar. She's not going to, if she has any abilities, you can assume that an honorable duel means she's also not going to kite you. She's also not going to dispel your stuff or mess around. Everybody gets to keep their junk. I think Sanctuary might be passable, but I don't even know if she would use it because
it's as soon as she hit, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like as soon as she attacked, it would go away. So it doesn't matter all that much.
But there are some things that she could cast on herself that could
Right, that's true.
detrimental.
you can fight her with no magic too, but that's tough for everybody.
Yeah.
You gotta get at least one magic spell for the weapon, and you could try to sleight of hand it.
But let me just ask you this: I can't cast my own spells in the fight. Then if I cast,
you can.
Yes,
You
can.
you can dispel magic. I am calling right now as bullshit because it's just like their side doesn't get anything.
Can I moonbeam her?
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
just
definitely
waiting.
one of those things that, like, Dustin, you wanna clear some of these things with Ed if you have these crazy ideas of like, oh, I'll just do this and then don't. Yeah,
Because
this
then
is
it's all
definitely-
off, and then
yeah.
we're all fighting her anyway, and then
Yeah.
we've got we got to kill every last were-tiger in Chult.
Just watch that it's like one of those classic anime boss battles where she goes in and you moonbeam her and she goes, ha, you walked right into my trap card. This is my final form.
The one spell I wanted was a level 9 Cone of Cold.
Oh shit!
I am the bearer of the
I
ring of
accidentally killed
summer.
the rest of your
I
party.
just had a really mean idea.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's
It's-
not?
so-
Yeah, it's not limited to buffs. If she wants another spell.
Well, yeah. So this would be super mean, but it's also something we can't do at all. Like walk up and cure disease on her, turn her back from a were-tiger into
But no, that's
Technically
technically a
wish
curse.
her-
not
or
a-
remove
one.
remove curse. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Though, if she isn't willing, she can resist it.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, you're not sure how well she's going to take that.
Well, yeah, that would definitely be one of the dirty trick things.
That would be a dirty trick thing.
But that would be like the freaking how you go about killing her.
And probably also making an enemy of Valoria at the same time.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm pretty nervous, guys.
Before we end, what buffs are you getting? What's your setup?
I
What are you
just
guys
need
doing?
magic. I just need magic weapon.
Alexandria, you give her magic weapon?
Yeah, absolutely. She might have her struggles with Brolin, but she's not going to
So be it.
let him go into this without it.
Also,
I don't want to lose my good berries.
I have the blessing of heroism.
You do. You could use that. That's from the Oracle. That would be badass to use. I would be into it.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Ed,
Yep.
Valfine is going to award Brolin her inspiration.
Okay. Brolin, you have inspiration.
Oh god.
What do you say to Brolin as he goes into the fight? As he steps into the ring.
I'm gonna look down at the dwarf and pat him on the head because her charisma is 10.
Don't worry, my
That makes
charisma's 8. Don't worry about it.
You guys have an
That means you're
understanding.
an averagely charismatic person now.
Yeah, you're an average person.
Average charisma.
All
right.
Ed,
Step
I have a
into-
question. I have a question for you. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
good. At 15 minutes, I want to meditate with my mentor.
You can do that. Absolutely.
Before Brolin goes in,
any-
War has a thing to say to him too.
What was he saying?
Is it go? We're not gonna do this right now, are we? Like,
You can do it right now. I want to get it right to the end, right until where the fight's about to begin. And
Okay.
That's where we're gonna stop.
War would kind of bend down and look you in the eye and say, Brolin, thank you for this. May my ancestors guide your path. And then
Thanks.
he'll like put a hand over his chest and then put it over yours.
I lean really close into his ear and I say, "If I'm about to die, save me." He looks at you like really like wow, I'm about to die, and I whisper, lean in. If it, you gotta tap me out. You gotta tap me out. You gotta see.
All right.
Um,
You're going to try to communicate with your mentor.
Yeah. If any
Into the
insight
bowl.
or anything I could glimmer that would give me an advantage in
Make
this
a religion
fight.
check.
Oh god. Why?
Because
You're calling to your mentor, buddy. That's the dice. That's the dice. I'd say blow on them, but they ain't real.
let's see. Religion.
Oh yes,
Now.
yes.
You look into the bowl and concentrate. The jungle around you falls away as you focus in and reach out for your mentor through the bowl. You know that the way he's spoken to you in the past is never with words, but with images. You reach forward and your grasp is met as you make your connection with your mentor. You feel the images flood forth. You see a city. It's massive and large. Its causeways are beautiful and elegant, but something stains the land. You see an army of undead housed by a great necromancer. He has underneath him a human of a darker skin and of gorgeous, beautiful armor that matches that of the armor on the opposing side's walls. It's a bit confusing in that, but he marches in on two undead dragon turtles. They carry with them a palace, and he sits at the top as he begins to siege this city. And then you see a flash of light from the center, and a great figure made entirely of light hovers over, and you see a single face of a Chalton who just looks gigantic, and you know you're witnessing a god, and you know you are looking at Ubtao. He reaches one hand out towards the undead horde, and a ray of light bursts forward, and they begin to burn. As this happens, you hear an eruption, and you feel the ground below you begin to shake and shift as the entire world seems to wrench. And you don't know exactly what you saw just now, but as you zip back out of it, you feel a strength inside of you that your mentor has given you for this one moment. I want this to be a surprise for next time exactly what this is, but you feel embolstered by your mentor. You feel in your hands, you grip one fist and the other, and you feel very much in tune with the earth around you. Your druid connection is strong right now, and you feel confident. You think you can win.
Oh Jesus!
You step into the arena, the sort of makeshift, I imagine, area that you guys have cleaned out. There's some stones, some rocks around, kind of making a bit of a circle, just for thematic purposes. You find this sort of opening, and Krongo walks out into the area. The magic cast upon your claws by Alexandria. You can't tell if that power that you're feeling is your mentor, or if it's the magic that Alexandria's imbued you, that your claws, your weapons, your fists are magical and can just do more. You're not sure if it's one or the other or a combination of both. And yeah, you step out into the ring, Krongo with you, and she turns over to Jervo and says, "My spell, please, my son." He takes his staff off of his back. As he does, Kronga removes her cloak and drops it to the side, exposing her bare body. It's a little discerning. Her skin is stretched and elongated in different places. They hang off of her arms, off of her body, in all different places. Her skin stretches all the way to the ground. You almost mistook it for a second cloak under her. And as Jorvo slams his staff into the ground, she begins to take the form of her full tiger form, which brings her to huge. And Jorvo casts enlarge. Her skin stretches and she becomes a giant.
I was gonna ask if I could identify the spell, but I think you just told
You
us.
see her grow, and one foot comes down. Her skin has stretched taut to her whole body. The other, she's huge. She rises above the canopy, and she just has a big smile on her face. And that is where we're gonna end. We get this shot of you and in her shadow. And that's where we're gonna end. And we will come back next time with the fight between Brolin and Mother Krunga.
Luckily, she chose a terrible spell. Oh, really? Enlarge is not a very useful spell.
No.
It's really flashy, and that's about it.
She's a bit altered herself, though. So.
That's the thing, is I doubt we're dealing with the normal were tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
So yeah, we'll come back and see how that fight plays out. Should be pretty cool. Good session, guys.
God.
I
I don't like leaving on this. I want to know what happens.
I don't know what happens too, but it's too late.
We went for
I don't wanna go too
one.
late.
We went for one set of blue balls for 2 weeks to a whole another set of blue
Well,
balls.
I have a theme. I really like to end on the thing. It works out every time.
Yeah.
It's like Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah,
Frustrating.
it is. Saturday morning cartoon. We gotta wait until the next Saturday morning cartoon.
Not that it might even matter at this point, but I want to discuss more with my mentor and my relationship with him.
Ooh, yeah, we should do that. I think everybody. I've talked to a lot of people in the last couple weeks about stuff they got going on.
So I think it might be very all for naught at this point.
Yeah,
So
completely up to you. So far, your mentor has shown you, since we've seen them, 2 visions of Chult that are very personal to the land. So one about the birth of Iku, and this one.
I am super glad now that War didn't fight against that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because enlarge, like, I don't
You
know.
can't
I guess.
shove him anymore.
Well, like the shove doesn't really do anything for one-on-one. I'm like thinking back on it now, like war fighting. He has the core barbarian stuff, but Ancestral Protectors doesn't help him, and neither does Shield Master. So
Yeah,
it's like
I
2 of
have-
the main features are useless.
I think this will be actually a pretty even fight,
Yeah.
especially with Brolin. I didn't think you were going to talk to your mentor, so you have like a little boon.
That's
Could be a
awesome.
big boon.
And I have my charm of heroism.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also really cool. It should be a good one-on-one. I'm excited for it.
So all I can do for you is give you inspiration, buddy. I'm so sorry.
It means the world to Brolin. And thanks you. And Brolin like to remind you that if you were in this same situation and about to die, Brolin would screw the rules and assist you anyway.
Roland would what?
Say screw the rules and assist anyway.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah,
We're
inspiration
in the
is
jungle. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's like we're in the jungle. That squirrel over there, he's not gonna care.
The final confrontation with the Longtooth Pride.
I'm excited. I'm glad I called my mentor. I'm like, there's
Yeah. This has been a 5-part encounter, which I've loved because it instructs me to replace every other encounter in your path with
Oh
them.
my god.
Oh
So-
man!
So,
No.
Oh.
So they've all. You pushed back a couple with stealth checks, so I was like, I have to push into that day, but they inevitably happen. I just didn't know if you were gonna make it all the way back to like Chult or like or all the way back
Fort
to
Naranzara.
without even like getting to. I had no idea.
That would have been amazing.
To make it all the way back without them hunting you.
Although,
And then they run at the wall, they get killed.
I mean, if we're heading towards Yeliark, like, at that point, it's like two events conflicting with each other.
And then
So,
Positive note, anyone who is inflicted, the goblins are going to be much less dangerous.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
What?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Oh, immune to physical.
Oh, with the lycanopathy. So you know exactly how it works. You can continue to resist it and keep your character, but the minute you allow yourself to let it take you, these are technically they are evil aligned were-tigers. So you take their alignment. It's just like it says in the rules. If you go in there and if you're evil, for the most part, your
Wait, they're
character-
evil?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have evil alignment. Yeah.
It
What's-
says you
This
change
is
alignment.
why I was like
Lawful?
pushing so hard.
Is it
Yeah.
lawful
They
or chaotic evil?
neutral evil. But yeah, you will take on their stuff. You would effectively find it very difficult to not be part of the pride. But it doesn't mean that you would be completely shut down. It doesn't mean I completely take your character away from you. There's plenty of things that could happen, but you are, if you take lycanopathy, and you're like, I'm all in it. I just let it take me. You are effectively retiring your character temporarily to come up when maybe that character would come up again. But you are effectively going like, I'm no longer a party member because you're joining the pride. Is kind of the choice. It has to be like a thing. And my biggest thing with it is if this event, and I'm going to tell you as your friend, as your DM, if you guys get immunity to all non-magical damage, you're going to have a really boring adventure. I'm just going to say, like, everything's going to be like,
Oh, I know.
just get out of my
Until
way.
the
Everything,
end.
until the very end.
When we
It's
fight a
like,
freaking mage,
Yeah,
get wrecked.
Yeah.
until the very end. Like, yeah, that's the biggest reason why I don't want to give you guys like the full-on lycanopathy stuff. It's super cool and I really like the idea, but it's effectively just, it kind of ruins the adventure if you are immune to most physical stuff, because it'd be like, well, why are we out in the jungle? I'm just gonna like roll and see if anything's magical, and we'll just skip it when it's not. It's just like, it'll get boring.
I mean, as soon as the full moon hits, it's gonna be like, okay,
When the really cool thing,
who's
you keep
gonna
your
die?
character. Yeah, your full moon hits, and then I think we would roll like maybe on a more edited version of the carousing table to see like how many people you accidentally kill, or like if something bad happens during
but,
your
like,
one night.
the
of not
people-
patrolling.
the people that would die are the rest of the party members. Is
That
the
could
thing.
happen too.
'Cause, like,
depending.
You wake up as a were-tiger, and if it's essentially
You're
the half
Mike,
of the
you're Mike, you're
yeah.
Mike.
The half of the party that's not taken over fighting the party, or the half of the party that
You
is.
guys have been able to handle. I mean, it just matters how many party members. Even if just one, you guys have been able to handle were tigers in the past. You could beat them down until they are half, but they might start biting other people. Like it
Right.
could get crazy. They become basically a ravenous creature.
So afraid of that.
Yeah.
So far, you guys have all saved. So any of you who are affected, because Artis was the only one who actually failed resisting it. You guys are all succeed resisting it until the next moon. So you have like an apathy, and you can continue to keep it back. It's not going to like deter you like a whole bunch, but it's just like when that full moon comes, you mine, and that's a really cool part about like an apathy, I think.
Cool for you. Yeah.
Yeah, if you embrace it, but yeah, bad things can happen. At least with these, there are non-evil were creatures. I know why they made these ones in specific evil. Literally for that reason of, I don't know if we want to hand the party immunity.
Right.
Might make things not relevant anymore.
Yeah.
For the most part, you guys are beefy. That five fight wasn't. I know the two people went down. One Valfian went down, and then Asteria was looking rough. Uh,
I was fine.
Without artist AoEs though, we were fucked.
Yes.
it would have
100%
been
fucked.
so tough. You guys get so much XP for
I
those too.
tried to peel a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I got one and almost died twice, so
I was happy you guys worked really well. I was glad that artists had, honestly, I all the way up until this point, I like busted open his sheet because I kept on trying to remind myself, like, oh yeah, he's got this thing, and I keep forgetting. And I busted it open. My whole day, I was like, oh, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I busted it open. I was like, oh, artists. Oh, thank God! And he rolled 21 on his initiative, and I'm just like, oh, save them if you can, buddy. He's
That
also
was-
what's up?
the
He's
surprise round.
He's an interesting mechanic. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just gonna say that surprise round is what
Is rough.
really got us. Like, if we had had a chance to move and like prep, we
Yeah.
would have been probably in better shape.
Probably in better shape. Yeah, exactly.
Artist for sure, though.
Yeah.
It was just,
That's what I was saying. Like the potential for 15 attacks to hit people is just insane.
So,
Yeah.
something from a while ago that I could bring up since you guys are knowing Artist more and his full power. He's actually suggested in the book, and I never caught this. I could have potentially, I'm not 100% sure, but potentially maybe saved Ryok because he is boasted in the book as like, is the party in a lot of trouble? Maybe Artist shows up.
oh,
there's
really? He
yeah.
just appears on the encounter table in a dire situation.
He's in the encounter table, but you can bring him in anywhere. He is an NPC exploring Chult. So wherever the book lists, I think over 20 locations he can be at, and then they literally say if you want, Artis and Dragonbait can save the party if they are in dire straits, and that could be a way to introduce him. But hey, man, I can't read the whole book, and Brolin's sweet. I do read the whole book, but I can't remember everything.
I want Brolin to survive.
Same.
We do. I mean, we all do, to be honest.
Yeah, the big duel. Brolin. Yeah, Moonbeam. Moonbeam will be good. You have Moonbeam?
Yes.
Very cool. I think it is a save they make with disadvantage, but still very good. And you have to be in. You can't cast that. You can't cast Moonbeam in your creature form. No. So it has to be outside of it. Interesting. I think it'll be a really interesting fight. I'm excited to see the creatures clash. It's gonna be good.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
Seriously, I've kind of wanted to have enlarged cast on my dinosaur, so like now I'm Godzilla.
I know. Enlarge is sweet. I like enlarge. Alex doesn't like my enlarge spell.
Oh, I'm just saying it's not a particularly. It added
We're looking 1d4.
Just adds 1d4 damage to each.
Yeah, it's
And
yeah, and the
advantage
size
on
is cool.
strength checks and saving throws.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. The biggest like, I'm not gonna be a dick and make you one-on-one and be like, and the book isn't gonna be dick. It literally gives me what Jarbo has. It's not gonna be like, yeah, he's got a 20 level spell, get ready to get crushed. Like, enlarge is pretty decent, I think. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Oh boy.
All right, boys, good session. I'm going to relinquish my bedroom to my wife and eat my dinner that is cold on the stove. Not your guys' fault, my fault. Because I paid too much. I don't want to eat and DM at the same time. All right, guys, have a great night. Everyone did awesome.
Everyone,
Yeah, good
Good
bye,
night.
Brolin forever.
No, we'll see. I'm rooting for him. Don't say that.
Good luck, Brolio. Broccoli.
Man.
Ravioli. Give me the win for Brolioli.
So, is bark skin concentration?
Yes.
Shit.
Oh god.
So is
Ouch.
Moonbeam. Because you can cast Moonbeam, keep it up for a minute, and as long as she doesn't leave that area, she can't revert.
Oh, Jesus.
Or she can't, like, go back into tiger form. And you can move it, well, as an action, but
No bullshitting. I think I at least have a decent.
yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm gonna have to really decide. I'm gonna have to ask you guys the big question: what beast shape do you think I should pick?
it's gonna come down to action economy. It's 1-on-1. If she gets 3 attacks and you get 1, or you're gonna slowly backslide.
Yeah. So I would get 3 attacks with the raptor, but he'd only have 26 HP.
Yeah,
It
that's
effectively give
the
me-
problem.
It basically it's giving me 40 less HP in the entire fight, and 2 less attacks every turn. My armor is still going to be the same. The raptor has 15 strength. The hyenas has 17 strength. It'd be very marginal points.
Mm.
Yeah, looking back, I'm trying to see what the damage was like, right? For the dudes.
Well, folks, I'm feeling pretty tired, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
hop out.
Dookie.
Have a good night.
Nice to see
Yeah.
you.
Talk to y'all later.
So their bites were doing a D10 plus 3.
Are you looking her up right now?
I'm scrolling up our thing. These are like the regular were tigers.
Oh, gotcha.
The bites were doing a D10 plus 3.
God, this hurts so bad for someone like me.
Yeah.
Just barely over 30 HP.
Yeah.
13
And the
AC.
claws were doing a D8 plus 3. And they had like plus 5 to attack. So assuming it's around there, it's like 9 damage for claws average, 10 or 11 for bite with the D4 for enlarge. That's if she uses the same stats as all the rest of them.
Yeah.
She probably has something else going on too.
Yeah. That's the thing is, like, there's no way that she's just a were-tiger.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I'm in trouble, Brolin would want you guys to help me.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm gonna attempt.
If I do the same thing, no full disclosure. If War was gonna die, Brolin would step in. Like, the duel be damned.
Of course. I mean, I'd definitely, as a character, I mean, Velphine definitely wouldn't let someone just be slaughtered right in front of you. We're in the middle of the jungle in a quote-unquote honorable duel. It's like, well, fuck you.
I don't know.
But the thing is the second we intervene, she's got a spellcaster behind her, and we're
Right.
probably eating a fireball. Just saying.
Yep.
I got this feeling in my bones, and it's fire.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, we could probably, if Brolin's, like, fighting her one-on-one, like, we could definitely kill them. But then we would have freaking an entire, the rest of the Pride's going to be hunting us for the rest of our time in Chult.
That's the thing, is just...
How many were-tigers can we fight before we die? Like, they're going to come in force, too. It's going to be more than 5.
Why? This is such a bad...
And they're not going to be on a mission to bite us.
Right, no, they're going to be...
They
it's
will
not just like
murder
bite
our
and move on.
faces. Yeah.
Yeah, you go. You get put on the ground, and it's just like bite your face off while you can't do anything. Instant death because they get 3 attacks. So
So I mean, that's fair. You'd let Brolin die. I'd be sad.
but I mean, no,
Like, I don't want to.
we don't know for sure. No.
And it's gonna be a lot of thinking on my part of like, what would War do actually in this case? Like,
Damn it. Yeah, it comes down to character decision.
yeah. This is one of those things though, you like can't give up any amount of damage. Like, I don't know, as far as like your spells and stuff go, Barkskin's gonna be good, but even with it, she has to roll an 11 or better. If it's the same stats, probably 10 or better. So you'll be like 50% hits with Barkskin. And if you don't do it, you're looking at like 75% of them will hit.
She's definitely at least got a +3, +4.
Yeah. Like, starting off Moonbeam would be probably good, but also, like, then you don't have the Barkskin, right?
Yeah.
So that's the trade-off.
Do you think I can take her?
I have no clue, man. I don't know the stats for this thing. Like, Ed thinks you have a fair chance, especially now that you talk to your patron. And if you use your heroism charm, which I don't remember what exactly that one does.
Gives me 10 temporary HP, and gives me the bless spell.
Oh, so you get
yeah.
a plus. Yeah, you better use that for crying out loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that should be like the first thing you pop.
Yeah, this would be the time. I would not try to save that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I picked a fucking Charm of Featherfall. Go me.
Let me just see again what it does. For 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary HP that lasts for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effects of the Bless spell. No concentration required. This blue pump potion bubbles as steams and boil. But it's a blessing of heroism, so it's just a blessing.
Yep.
That is activated.
Right.
And blessing gives me a 1d4 to everything I do.
Does your temporary HP go to your forms or to Brolin form?
I think I'd like to think it carries.
Like over to the forms?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Does dropping your form cause you to lose concentration?
No.
Like, the shapeshifting part isn't the problem there. Part of it is the like, you're gonna get hit. So anything concentration probably is gonna fail.
Yeah, because you have to roll con save, right?
Yeah. Because as soon as you get hit, that's what happened today in that fight, right?
Yeah.
Alexandria got hit, and I lost magic weapon. So don't rely too much on those concentration spells. Do the one that's going to be most effective right off the bat. Like, Barkskin's great for that, but if you're guaranteed to be getting hit, it's not like yeah. So Moonbeam might be the better option, honestly. I don't know. I'm conflicted, man. And that's just those two.
So
I mean, still Brolin is the better option than
Jacob, if you want to help me out more, these are the choices I have for creatures. My giant toad.
Yep.
My Dinosaurus.
Okay.
I will link
Dionychus.
Deinonychus, sorry. That's an initiative. Dionychus. I'm terrible at pronouncing. I wish I could show it to you. I have a Dionychus. I have a tiger. I have a giant spider. I have a giant hyena, and the giant toad. Now the tiger has 30. The tiger has 12 armor, 37 HP. They all have just one attack. I can do a pounce attack. I don't think I would invoke an attack of opportunity if I left her location.
And I mean, the toad.
I could not.
It's just the restraint game. That's if
Yeah.
you can keep the restraint up, and
Which
she
she
doesn't.
have
and she
advantage
doesn't
on
succeed.
everything.
Yeah.
Right, but that bite doesn't do much damage.
No.
It
It's just
actually does.
poison.
It does 10 damage and 1d10 damage and 1d10 poison.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've only been using it because
Right, the poison damage.
Yeah, like I could hypothetically do 22 damage a turn.
Yep.
Up to 22 damage a turn with.
So
Dynamite too.
on average, you'll be dealing 11 damage.
Yeah.
Once.
Giant hyena is my beefy boy. He's got 45 HP, 12 armor. He's got a 1 bite attack that is attack plus 5, reach, 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage. The tiger, he's got the pounce, a bite and claw. 1 does 1d8, 1 plus 3, 1 does 1d10 plus 3. The giant spider, I mean, you've heard of him. 26 HP, 14 armor, which is actually the best, the tankiest I have. Bite of 1d8 and 2d8 poison damage.
So think of it this way: if you put up a form with the claws, if she only did 2 claw attacks with enlarge, you're gonna be taking, what is it, 18 damage?
Yeah.
So if you have a form that's like near that, and she's probably got more than that, that's where it gets into like, oh shit. If you've got 20 health, she might be able to drop one of your forms in 1 turn.
Okay. Now, do you think the hyena is probably the best bet because he has the biggest health pool? That or the
What's the hyena's attack?
The hyena's attack is a bite that does 2d6 plus 3.
That's not bad.
He's just that's the
But
thing
it's
is
a
you're gonna
one.
be eating damage. You're just there's not gonna be any way around it.
The tiger is similar and has the pounce and a claw and a bite.
So that's 10 damage a turn, rough, like average, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're hitting every time.
Again, the Brolin's Dionychus, if I can load him up. Come on. Come on, Dionychus. There. No, there we go. He's got 13 natural armor, 26 HP, 15 strength, 15 dexterity, 14 con. He's got multi-attack. Dionychus makes 3 attacks, 1 with his bite and 2 with his claws. 1 bite does 1d8 plus 2, 1 claw does 1d8 plus 2. So I'd basically, on both hits, I'd be doing 2d8. And
yeah, so that's on average 18 damage. If you can hit with all of them, right?
Yeah, and I'd be getting the bless, which would be...
Yeah, that's an extra. Well, that's to hit. That's not damage. I'm thinking, like, how much HP does that have?
26 HP.
26. So that's in that risky thing of like you get it for 2 turns. So is 2 turns of 3 attacks worth?
What are you talking? Bless? This bless lasts an hour.
No. I'm talking your forms, right?
Yeah, I have two forms.
Yeah, so your Deinonychus form is roughly, we'll call it 2 turns of that form, right? If we're thinking like roughly 20 damage that you're going to be taking a turn.
Well, so I also have this. Additionally, while you are transformed by Wild Shape, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level of the spell slot expended. So I have 2 level 3 spells, and that's every turn I'm going to effectively heal myself for 3d8 HP plus 3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Every turn?
Every turn I can use my bonus action to heal myself.
Oh, right.
So that let me reread the rule real quick because it's called Combat Wild Shape.
Right, yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
Additionally, while you are transformed by Wild Shape, you can you can use a bonus action to expend 1 spell slot to regain 1d8 hit points per level of spell slot expended. So I could heal for 2 turns. I could heal 3d8 HP.
Yeah, that with the Deinonychus, if you can survive a hit from her, that with the Deinonychus would be worth it, I think. Because the Deinonychus gives you the most... It gives you 3 attacks. And with that, you'd be getting it for 3 or 4 turns before it dropped. Plus the temp HP. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit. You're right. The Deinonychus would start out with 36 HP.
So that question, like, that's something to ask Ed for sure, is like, does temp HP carry over?
I'm going to ask him if he can come back in here for 5 seconds.
The hell?
I think he's
Just
probably...
like text chat, ask him.
Yeah, or send him a PM through Discord. He'll probably pick it up tomorrow morning at the latest. Sometimes he still is on his phone till like 2 a.m. So
Yeah, for sure.
but his early days, Monday through Thursday, he'll be in at 9. So won't be as likely to be awake.
What are we playing next?
Hasn't been set up, right?
Yeah, I don't. Did everyone? I don't know if
Yeah.
everyone put in their times yet.
I did.
Actually, did I? Let me make sure. I'll be putting up new times after Monday's game for us for the month of October.
Huh.
Okay.
Only
So here's
just, sorry. So, Dustin, Oni just gave me the clan and left.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he talk about it?
Nope.
Is it
Is that a-
Destiny?
For Destiny.
Is that a big... I mean, I guess it's a big deal.
I know he's been talking, like... Because there's people... Like, there was apparently a whole bunch of drama with it last time.
With
So-
us? Drama
no,
with us?
No, none of it was us. It was all the people that he usually plays with. And so, like, apparently, I don't know, there was a whole bunch of, like, he invited a dude to, like, do a D&D game, and then that dude, like, didn't show up, essentially, when they had set it up, and he asked him about it, and he was like, I wouldn't do anything different, and they, like, didn't even notify him that he was not going to show up, and a whole bunch of stuff, and...
Well, can't he just boot the dude? If he's in the clan.
Because, well, like, 6 of the... You know, it's 5, 6, 7 people that he plays with all play with this guy.
Well, then let's kick the people from the guild. I don't care about those. No offense.
Yeah.
I'm not evil. If I knew that, like, there's a difference between this being a real life thing and it being a video game.
Right.
Boot them. Boot every single person from the clan that he's. message him, message him, tell him we're come back and we'll just boot